Everything I'm about to tell you is true. I've changed a couple of small details, but the rest happened exactly the way I'm describing it. I need to show you something before I explain what happened to me. This is a locker I found in a warehouse outside Columbus, Ohio. Look at the name on it. Now look at the badge hanging right next to it. Same name. And the printed date on that badge is 3 years before I ever applied for that job. I don't have an explanation for that. Let me back up and tell you how I found it. I'd just moved to Ohio for a fresh start, and I needed quick cash. A fulfillment center nearby was hiring for overnight picker positions. Show up, scan items, walk the floor, go home. The building was massive, shelving 3 stories high, numbered aisles 1 through 20. For the first 2 weeks, genuinely nothing happened. It was just a job. Boring, tiring, normal. That changed on a Tuesday night, my 3rd week in. I got an order that needed an item from aisle 14. I'd walked past it before, but never picked from it. When I scanned the shelf location, the scanner made a sound I hadn't heard before. Not a confirmation beep. An error tone. The screen said, "Location, employee." I radioed my supervisor. He just said, "Don't worry about 14, I'll reassign it." Didn't explain further. A few nights later, I mentioned it to a coworker, half joking. He went quiet and said, "Just try not to get sent there." That's when I started paying attention. Over the next week, I noticed a pattern. Any order needing aisle 14 got quietly reassigned. And the printed floor map in the break room, I checked it. Went from aisle 1 to 13, then jumped straight to 15. 14 wasn't on the map at all. I asked an older coworker who'd been there since the place opened. She told me that aisle used to be where they kept the old employee lockers before they moved them to the front. They never actually cleared it out. I asked why nobody goes back there. She said, "Because the people who go looking end up leaving. Not physically, they just stop coming back." That weekend, curiosity got the better of me. I pulled a quiet Sunday shift, and during my break, I walked to aisle 14 myself. The lighting was different back there, dimmer, a few fixtures dead. It smelled like old cardboard, and underneath that, something faintly metallic. Most of the shelving was empty, untouched in years. At the far end, old lockers still lined the wall, most rusted shut. A few had faded name tags. I started reading them. About halfway down, I stopped, because one name tag wasn't faded like the rest. It was laminated, clean, newer. It had my name on it. Right then, the scanner, still clipped to my vest, started buzzing on its own. The screen lit up, running a scanning animation, though I hadn't touched it. Then it beeped and read, "Item located. Employee. Scan complete." The lights down the row started going out, one after another, moving toward me like something was walking the length of the aisle. I didn't wait to find out what it was. I ran. And when I reached where the aisle should have connected back to the main floor, the shelving didn't line up right, like the aisle had somehow stretched longer than the building itself. I hit an emergency exit. An alarm went off, and I found myself outside in the parking lot, catching my breath. My supervisor found me there 10 minutes later, doing a head count. I told him everything. He didn't look surprised. He just said, "So you found it too?" 3 other people had found that same locker over the years, each with their own name on it. Every one of them quit within a month. According to the building's own records, aisle 14 was decommissioned before the warehouse even opened. It's on the blueprints. It was never supposed to be accessible. I quit that week. When I sorted out my final paycheck, the badge number under my name in HR's system matched one their database showed as inactive since a date 3 years before I was ever hired. I still don't have an explanation for that. And I try not to think about what would have happened if I'd kept scanning.